Hey, what's up? This is Scott with Level Up Tuts, and today I'm going to show you how to rotate things using a CSS transform. And now, with the CSS transform, you can do more than just rotate. You can do some scaling and some other stuff. There's even a 3D transform. So you keep in mind there's more you can do here. These are just 2D transforms. You can skew things, you can scale them, you can spin them, stretch them. So there's all sorts of stuff you can do. But we're just going to go over rotating an item, and then we're going to apply that state on hover, and with a transition, you'll get to see some cool stuff happen. So let's grab some code here. As in the past couple lessons, I'm going to be grabbing some code straight from CSS3, please, and I'm going to plop it right down, and let's say I'm going to rotate this, this main column here, this gray column. So I'm going to put this, actually I'm going to rotate it on hover. So I'm going to do main column. Okay, and now I'm just going to change this to hover. And the way this is right now, this is using a CSS transform, and it's going to rotate 7.5 degrees. So like I said, there are other things that can go in here. You can use translate, rotate, skew, scale. There's a matrix one that's a little more complex. So we're going to be using this rotate. Save it. Let's go to our page. Let's check it out. And now when we hover over this main column, it's going to rotate. So you'll notice the same thing before when I did this here. It's sort of freaking out. So you might just want to pay attention to something like that. Obviously, you're not going to want the main column of your website to rotate 7.5 degrees when you hover over it, especially if somebody's going to be trying to read content that's in there. But it could be cool for like visual elements, or maybe if it fits the design. It's just another thing that CSS provides so that you don't have to use images for everything anymore. So let's actually apply some of the knowledge we had in the last tutorial, and I'm going to add a WebKit transition on the main column, and I'm going to have it transition all, and I won't have it there to be a delay. I'm just have it ease out just like this. And now let's go to our page, we'll refresh, we'll hover over it. It's a nice smooth rotate there. So look at that. I mean, I don't know how long some people have been using CSS, but really to me, being able to do something like this using only CSS is really fantastic. It's just a very welcome addition to CSS, and of course it's going to get abused just like things in Flash did and everything like that. But as long as you use it tastefully, it can be really cool, add some really neat effects to your site. Okay, well, let's actually try to rotate a little bit more just for fun, and we can say, let's rotate this 45 degrees. And this is just to experiment. And you can see it's capable of doing some pretty wild stuff. And this is just using CSS. Okay, well, I'm going to take this rotate off because it really, it's not doing anything for me. But the ability to be able to do that when you need it is always welcome. And real quick, CSS transforms are supported in any version of Chrome as long as you use WebKit, starting at version 4. It goes back Firefox to 3.5 using the Moz prefix, and it goes back to 9 with IE as long as you use the MS prefix, 10.5 for Opera using the O prefix, Safari 3.1 using the WebKit, and then it's pretty much supported in any version of iOS or Android as long as using the WebKit prefix. So as always, if you have any questions, please leave a comment in the video or hit us up at Level Up Tuts on Twitter. We're now on Facebook too, so you can check us out there. Like us, it's brand new, so we only have a couple of likes, so feel free to like that if that's, something that you use frequently. I'll be posting maybe more updates on there than Twitter just because they're maybe a little bit more permanent, a little bit more visible. Okay, so, let us know what you're thinking. Leave a comment in the video. As always, this is Scott with Level Up Tuts, and thanks for watching.